Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Have you ever wondered what makes Rhode Island Reds one of the most popular chicken breeds in the world? Whether you're a beginner or you're an expert chicken keeper, these birds offer incredible egg production, hardiness, and a bold personality. But before you rush out to get one, here are a few things you must know, because while they're fantastic birds, they're not for everyone. I've raised Rhode Island Reds for years, and in this video, I will break it down. I'll talk about how many eggs they really lay, what they need to stay happy and healthy, the pros and cons of their personality, why some people love them and others regret getting them. Now make sure you stick around until the end. I'll share the #1 mistake that can turn your Rhode Island Red from a friendly backyard hen into a total nightmare. Before we dive in, tap that like button to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more chicken keeping tips. Now, Rhode Island Reds aren't just any backyard chicken breed, they're a powerhouse of productivity. So just a couple of quick facts. In terms of the origin, they originate from Rhode Island, the USA. And in terms of the size, the hens weigh around 6.5 and the roosters weigh around 8.5. The color is deep reddish brown with black tail feathers. Their lifespan is around 5 to 8 years, sometimes longer with great care. Their temperament, they're smart, bold, and sometimes feisty. So here is why they stand out. They're dual purpose. So whether you want tons of eggs or a good meat bird, Rhode Island Red do both. They're tough as nails. These birds can handle cold, heat, and rough conditions better than most breeds. They're really bossy as well, but smart. So if you want confident, independent chicken, this is your breed. So if you're thinking about getting one, be ready for a bold personality, because these birds will test your pecking order, including you. So when I first got Rhode Island Reds, I was shocked at how confident they were. Unlike my Docile Orpingtons, these girls stuttered around like they owned the place, and honestly, that they kind of did. But once I understood their behavior, they became some of the most productive and entertaining birds. So if you want a reliable egg layer, you just hit the jackpot. Rhode Island Reds are egg-laying machines. Here is what to expect. So expect around 250 to 300 eggs per year, which equals around 5 to 6 eggs per week. Expect large brown eggs and consistent layings even in winter. Unlike some breeds that stop laying when temperatures drop, Rhode Island Reds keep producing when others quit. So here's a pro tip. In order to keep them laying strong, make sure that they get 16% protein layer feed, plenty of calcium. You can use crushed oyster shells, or you can be able to repurpose their own eggshells by just simply putting it in the oven until it's all a little bit crusted, and then crush it using a food processor and add it to their feed. And you also need to provide them 12 to 14 hours of daylight, natural or artificial, during the winter time. Now, the biggest mistake people make is feeding too many treats. I made this mistake once, spoiling them with scraps, and my egg count dropped fast. So please stick to a balanced diet and you'll get the best results. In terms of the housing and the spacing needs, make sure you don't cram them. These birds, they need space, and if you don't give it to them, you'll regret it. So in terms of the minimum requirements, coop space needs to be at least 4 square feet per bird. In terms of the run space, at least 10 square feet per bird. And the roosting bars, high ones, because they love to perch up top. And I even have a video of where they, rose to the grapevines, and I was just like astonished. And they slept throughout the night there as well. And in terms of the dust bathing area, it's essential for keeping them mite free. So give them room and they'll be happy. Cram them in, expect bullying and stress. So one time I made the mistake of keeping too many in a small run, and things got really nasty. Feather pecking, and even a little bloodshed. Lessons learned. And that's where the name Scarface comes from for one of my chickens, because she got into a fight and she was attacked because of the pecking. She got attacked by the 2 other chickens as well, and since then she's become the bully. So unfortunately, things didn't turn out for the best. So always plan for more space than you think you need. So in terms of feeding them, what do they need? So In terms of the best diets for Rhode Island chick reds is for if you're dealing with chicks, give them a starter feed, which needs to be between 20 to 22% protein. If you're dealing with pullets, give them a grower feed, 16 to 18% protein. And if you are dealing with layers, egg-laying chickens, give them a layer feed, 16% protein, plus a calcium supplement to make sure that these eggshells are strong and solid. And these birds are eating machines. But be careful, Rhode Island Reds can get quite overweight if you feed them too many scraps and grains. So one of my first Rhode Island Reds got super chunky because I spoiled her with too many treats in the results. Of course, unfortunately, we got fewer eggs and a slow-moving chicken. Lessons learned: keep treats under 10% of their diet. So what are the temperaments? Are they friendly or they're feisty? So in terms of their temperaments, they're smart, they're curious, they'll follow you around the yards, and I love that, especially in the morning and late in the evening as well. When I come in to bring their food, you just see them following me around like I'm their mum. They're very independent. They're not the cuddliest breed, but they're really entertaining, and they also can be aggressive. Roosters especially can be very territorial. In the beginning, we bought 3 Rhode Island Reds who we thought were chickens, but they ended up all to be roosters. Unfortunately, we found that out after a month and a half, and they got really aggressive on my youngest son, and they started pecking at his legs. And then one time he was trying to feed them, got pretty close, and they pecked right on his nose in between his eyes. So that was a really close call, and we just had to get rid of them. Unfortunately, we just gave them away to a friend, and she was really happy to take them. So that way they got really territorial because they feel like the child was, coming into their private territory, and then, they ganged up on him. So, hopefully he's all well, but, he's just a little bit scarred for now. My hens are always the first to investigate new things in the yard, but don't expect lab chickens because they love their independence. If you're thinking about getting a rooster, be ready for a dominant, bossy bird that might test you as the alpha. And I saw that firsthand, that it just, to be honest, I really regret it. But I'm really glad that my son was well, and he got away pretty close. So are Rhode Islands the right breed for you? If you want hardy, independent, and productive birds, they're perfect. But if you prefer docile lab chickens, you might want to look elsewhere. So what's your experience with Rhode Island Reds? Drop a comment below. Before you go, hit the like and subscribe button for more chicken keeping tips and tricks. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have a great day.